what she gave this to me.
It's a garland.
Garland.
Garland, yes. No. It's artificial.
Oh.
It's not flowers.
Don't need it?
It's a no. For sure. For sure.
I'm teasing you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's very nice. I'm
Yes.
hang it up in my room.
Yes, in your room.
Okay. We're making progress.
Is it from bead or bee?
Beads.
Bead.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
You know something? I live in New York City, where they have all kinds of food. All kinds. And thank you very much. Thank you. And last night was the second time in my life I had Indian food. Here in Thailand.
In New York, you never.
I never go.
Wow. Have you been to Australia?
Yeah, that's where we went.
Huh?
I like it.
Yes, Australia. Every kind of food.
Yeah.
Africa, India, or Vietnamese. Every kind of
Italian food, Mexican food,
Yeah.
right? Gang, did you ever go to there? Did you ever go there?
I want to go Switzerland.
How do you pronounce the name of that place? What's the name of it again? Asturi? How do you say the word? The place that I went last night, how do you say it?
Asiatic.
Asiatic.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Asiatic is mean it's a old-fashioned.
Oh, okay.
Old-fashioned city.
Okay.
Everything in there is so expensive, you know.
It's very expensive.
Yes.
Very commercial. You know.
You love to travel Old Town?
I never went to. Never
Old
went.
Town, you know, the Old Town near the Teacher John room. It's
Yeah.
Tarac Noi, you know.
Yes, I went by there with Teacher John.
Yes. The Old Town is over there. It's pretty good.
About to talk.
I mean, fun.
Who's that from? Oh, okay, for the book?
Yes.
I'll give it to Brother Tim.
The last one.
Good. So was that from the young lady Tom? There's me.
Oh, we have
Có người đây xem làนั่งเลยนั่งเลย
ถ้าเอาว่าเนี่ยไปกิน
ไปเที่ยวสิบวันนะ
อะไรนะ
ที่เขาบอก
Today how much I going to
อะไรสิ
ไม่ต้องไปเช็คไปงานเราฟูจิค่ะไม่ใช่เที่ยว
Welcome to this.
พวกพวกไฮโลยก ยกจะย้ายห้องหรือเปล่าย้ายก็ไม่ได้
ช่างมันจะกลับแล้ว
จะกลับ
อ้วนไม่ได้ตั้งใจมาเรียนอ๋ออยู่นี่เห็นไหมไม่ได้ตั้งใจมาเรียน
นั่นแหละ
มันดังคือมันกะจะเดี๋ยวจะไปออมสินหน่อยมันเชิญดูไปรับของอ๋อนี่พี่เต้ก็มาให้เราสงสั
ป้าย เป๊กให้ครู
ฮะ
ป้าเป๊กให้ครู
อ๋อเดี๋ยวเราสั่งป้าเป๊กร้อยมาให้เราปรุง
มานี่ให้ครู
เท่าไหร่
500เราจะไปให้เจ้านายเราเจ้านายเรารวยเลยหาเลยวันนึงสองซื้อของไปให้มันติดใจฝากซื้อซ้ำหมดไม่เจอเราไม่รู้ขายที่ไหน
ซื้ออะไรอ่ะ
ซื้อไอ้ไฟ
พี่จะเอาให้ฝากครูจะ
All right.
ให้ป้าเป๊กทำร้อยแบบลักษณะให้มันเหมือนกับดอกมะลิที่สุดเลย
See?
ของคุณเคยให้แกทำเหมือนดอกมะลิเป๊ะเลย
Nice, huh? I'm gonna hang in my room, over my bed. So
ไม่ย้ายห้องจะนั่งดูกัน
นั่งไปก่อน
มาเลยนี่จ๋อชิงจั่ว
Sophia wanted to come in
谢谢
here.
我谢谢你谢谢你不是谢我
ดูสารา
ขอแค่เชิญหน้าขอเขาเชิญหน้าชิง
แดง
จั่ว
ดูดูนะ
จั่วจั่วแปลว่าหน้า
จิ้วแปลว่ากระดาษ
ไม่ใช่จั่วจริ
จิ้
ง
วแปล
จัง
ว่ากระดาษ
จั่วจั่วขอจั่วทั้งหมดเฉาจั่ว
นี่มีมนต์ด่าแล้วว่าวางนะไม่ได้ด่ามันชมกูนะแต่กลายเป็นด่าว่ากูทำสิ่งพูดดีๆกูทำสิ่งตรงไหนไอ้ก้อนลงทำ
ไอ้นี่คำด่านะเว้ย
ใช่กูบอกนี่มึงด่ากูก็บอกเปล่ามึงชมกูเลยบอกว่ามึงต้องถูกสิ่งมันไม่ได้ทำสิ่ง
สีพูดไม่ได้มีความสีมองหน้ากันขวางเลยนะ
What is it What is you drawing
I'm gonna tell you.
ฮะ
ฮะเป็นนักวาดเหรอ
What is drawing
This is the Brooklyn Bridge.
อ๋ออะไรกัน
Brooklyn Bridge
Yeah, in New York.
อย่าง
in New York.
Yeah.
You can walk over it. And when you walk over it, you can start in Brooklyn. And when you get on the other side, you're in Manhattan.
ฮะ
You're in Manhattan.
อ๋อแมนฮัตตันแมนฮัตตัน
So the Brooklyn Bridge connects Manhattan.
and Brooklyn
May I come with teacher
What's
May I
that?
come with
Please, I'd be honored to have you. Thank you.
Thank you
So, just so that you know, I live right here, right by the Brooklyn Bridge in Brooklyn. And I frequently walk over the Brooklyn Bridge to go to Manhattan.
Manhattan.
That's how close I am. It's about a mile and a half. Okay? That's where I live.
แมนฮัตตัน
You know, I always ask you, where do you live? How far do you live from here? I live about 3,000 miles from here. My home. Okay. Would everyone please go to page 32? No writing though,
หน้า
please.
สามที่สอง
Page 32. So we were last talking about a police officer was the last one we had up. Number 6. Yes? Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me. Police officer.
Police
Right. Right. Now, teacher, We all know what does a teacher do?
Teacher is a person who teaches students.
Yeah.
A teacher teaches. Right. Teacher teaches. What does a teacher teach? Who does a teacher teach?
Students.
Students. Without students, there's no teacher, right? So the teacher teaches students. You are students. I am the teacher, okay? A farmer.
Who can rice?
Farmer. Do we know what a farmer does?
It's a person who plants the
Rice.
vegetable and anything in the ground.
Three.
What does a farmer do?
A man who plant rice.
A man who plants rice is one person that's a farmer. A person that has goats is a farmer. A person that raises chickens for poultry that we eat. A farmer makes food. A farmer makes food. A farmer grows food. Okay? Farmer makes food. We really need farmers, right?
Yeah.
Farmers are important to provide us with food. So let's all together read number A. Let's go through the names of these, starting with number 1, okay? Ready? A cook, a nurse, a taxi driver, a doctor, a police officer, a teacher, a student, and a farmer. Okay? You understand all those?
Yes.
Very good. Now, using those words that we just said, we're going to make a sentence with them. Okay? So, the first one, I'll make up the first one for cook. He's a cook. He's a good cook. I like the food that cook makes. Okay? Sue, would you do number 2, please? A word with teacher. She's
She's a teacher.
right. Okay.
Occupation.
Number 3.
Number 3.
He a taxi driver.
ไม่ใช่
Okay.
อันที่สามไม่ใช่
Police officer.
No. Okay. Number 4. Arundi, please.
no he's a doctor
Next. Doctor.
Number
he's
4.
a doctor
He's a doctor.
yes
Number 5.
A nurse.
Five.
she's a nurse
That's right. That's right. She's a nurse. Who is number 6?
A teacher.
A teacher.
Number 6.
So he'd say, he's a teacher. If I said to you, what does number 6 do? What would you say?
A student.
No, that's,
Number 6 is a teacher.
number 6 is a teacher. Okay? Who does number 6 teach?
Student.
A student. Okay? Number 6, the teacher teaches a student. What about number 8?
Farmer.
Yeah.
He's a farmer.
Yeah.
Can you make a sentence up with what a farmer does? A farmer, he...
Make a food.
Make
Food.
food.
He grow a tree.
What?
He grow a tree.
He grows trees. He's a tree farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is a rice farmer.
And a fish farmer.
He could be a fish farmer who runs a fish farm.
Oh.
So there's many of these words you could see where a farmer can have many different types of food that he or she raises. Where a teacher teaches, right? A student learns. That's it. But a farmer can do many things. Many things, okay? And of all of those words that we see in A, cook, nurse, teacher, doctor, farmer, student, teacher, police officer, what do we call those things?
Occupations.
Right.
Yeah.
They are, see them in the book here?
Yeah.
Occupations. Occupations. Do we understand that? Do you understand that? Yeah? Okay. I always like to tell you this when we look at the words. Yes? Achievement. When we are asking someone, if you said to, when I go home, people are going to ask me, what was your occupation in Thailand? What was your occupation? And what am I going to say?
I am a teacher.
Teacher. That's what, when they ask, what's my occupation, I'm going to say, I was a teacher. Now I want to show you something. When we have words, we can break them down.
You teach English language.
Teach the English language to some beautiful people. But when you see a word, you want to break it down. Occupations. Occupation. It's an easier way to pronounce words when we break them down. I'll show you another one. Occupations. So when so that's what they are. Those are occupations. What you do is your occupation. Okay? Let's look at page 3.3.
Ask and answer.
Pat, do you have a question?
No.
Okay.
I'm a housekeeper.
You're a housekeeper.
Yes.
That's your occupation.
Yeah.
Because I'm old already. I am 80 years old.
That's,
Wow.
you're 80 years young. Very good.
80แล้วเหรอ
เป็นแม่บ้านก็บอกแล้ว
80แล้ว
And good,
โอ้แข็งแรง
good for you, Pat. That's wonderful. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
She's 80 years old and she wants to be here to learn.
Yeah.
Very good.
Really strong.
Very good. Let's clap. Good, good for you.
เขาอยากได้พวกเขาก่อนไม่เครียด
Okay, let's take a look at the top of page 33. Okay? What do we see on the top of page 33?
Tree.
Farmer market
Farmer.
Farmer market
It says, what does it say up there? Top of 33. 33. It says farmers market, right? So what is there a farmers market here in Thailand?
ที่ไหนวะ
ฮอตวันไหน number one
ตลาดไทยเหรอ
ตลาดไทย
Is a floating market a farmers market here?
ตลาดไทย
No, floating markets, they are only Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
But you all, every day is a ตลาดไทย ตลาดไทย sell every day.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
ไทยมาร์เก็ต
Okay. Well, the farmers market is like
ไทยก็ใหญ่
it's a food.
ฟู้ดแลนด์
It's a food market, right?
Yeah.
Everything that the farmer grows goes to the market.
Yeah.
So, let's take a look here.
Who is he?
ก็สอง
Who is
No, number one.
number one in this picture?
He's a student.
Student.
He's a student,
Student, yes.
right? Number one.
Yeah.
He is
How do you
student.
know? How do you know he's a student?
He has a little bag.
Backpack.
Backpack.
He has a backpack.
Backpack.
He has a book bag,
Yeah.
Book bag.
right? So he can, okay, good. And then number two.
A farmer.
He's a farmer.
she's a teacher
Number
He's a
two.
farmer.
she
Farmer.
is a teacher
No, two.
Two, he is a farmer.
Farmer.
He's standing by his truck,
Yeah.
right? And
Just farmer.
number three.
Police
Police
officer.
Police
is
officer.
police officer
Very good.
Yeah.
A police officer. That's very good you said that. Because it looks like it's a woman police officer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's a policewoman.
Yeah.
Number four.
A nurse.
Is
She is
a
a
doctor
A nurse.
nurse.
Okay. Number five.
a nurse
What does it say above the doctor? What's that word?
In the hospital.
the doctor treat the sick, the people who are sick.
assistant
But where does the doctor work?
In the
In
hospital.
hospital.
Okay.
Right. Hospital. See the word above?
Yeah.
Hospital, okay? The doctor and the nurse both work in the hospital,
Yeah.
okay? And then number six,
driver
Taxi driver.
taxi driver. Very good. Okay. See underneath that picture it says, who's he? He's a student. See that, the little box there? Who is he? He's a student. Let's say that, okay, that's number one. Who's he?
Who is
He.
he?
He's a student.
Teacher.
He's a student.
He is a student.
student
Number two,
Who is
Who is he? He is a farmer.
he's a farmer,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Number three,
who is
Who is she? She is a police
Police officer.
Yes.
Number 4.
Who is 4?
Who is she? She is a nurse.
She's a nurse. Number 5.
Who is he? He is a doctor.
Right. Number 6.
Who is he? He's a taxi driver.
All right. So, let's listen, point,
And chant.
and chant. The bottom of the page, right? Yes.
Is he a teacher?
Right. Is he a teacher?
Yes.
Is he, number 1, is he a teacher?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Picture number 1. Is he a teacher?
Yes.
I disagree. I think number 1 is a student,
Student. Number 1 to student.
right?
No, he is.
Number 1, we said he has a book bag. Number 1. Okay? So if I said to you, is he a teacher? You should say, no. Is he a student?
Okay. So we have to refer to this picture, not this one.
Yeah. So we're looking here. Number 1, is he a teacher? No, he's a student. Is he a student? Yes, he is, okay?
Teacher.
Yes. Thank you.
What for?
No, thank you. Is number 4.
Nurse. A doctor.
She is a nurse.
Yes. Is she a nurse? Yes. She's a nurse. Are they, see where it says, are they nurses?
No, they aren't.
There.
They are doctors.
They're doctors, number 5. Okay. Is number 6 a farmer?
No, he is.
Same. He is a taxi driver.
Very good. I'm going to try to confuse you. Okay. Is number 3 a nurse?
No, a policeman.
A police officer.
Okay. All right, that's good. No, that. All right. Now let's turn to page 34. Okay? And it says there, let's learn more. Okay? And let's go through these words. Let's see if we can figure out what they do. Okay? What's the first one? First word. Pilots.
Oh, teacher, I have one question.
Please.
I think the word ending with the T, letter T, plural, we just add S. So we have to quiet this letter T there.
Which one is that, Jamila?
Like, how do I pronounce this? I have to quiet this T, pronounce S.
Oh, no, that's a good question. I'll tell you how to pronounce it. That's a good question. Remember, that's why I will always say to you, if you don't know, split it up. What do you say this? Pie. What do you say this? Lots. Pilots. Done. That's it. Okay? It makes it much easier if we don't understand the word just like you did, Jamil. It's a good question. Pilots, right? Pilots, what do pilots do?
The one who drive the plane.
That's right.
He hears pilots.
But,
I have a little side
no, I don't think so. I'm not going to get on that plane.